Today is a critical day in the process of rebuilding Dinghy 1 Kenobi. We're gonna sit down with the crew and check out the final designs and make any last minute adjustments before we hit full-scale production. It's also a great time to make sure that our expectations on both sides are in check. Of course, there are always small details that need additional discussion or clarification.
To the roof, but it packs out, and then there's an inch and a half of pack out on the floor as well.
Yeah, because
the deck to make it rigid.
The material that goes down on the deck, how we got it planned is we have to create essentially a frame for the floor. So it's going to be an 1.5 inch square tubing frame that does the whole perimeter and cross modulates, and so that's going to drop in to tie the cabin sides together.
Okay.
So that when we actually extract the cabin out for welding and paint and all that, it's all going to hold shape.
Okay.
So then when it goes back in, it'll be exactly the same size.
So it's basically like, that's it, right?
Yeah,
we would put this layer down to kind of seal and secure to the decks.
Yeah.
But then in here, do some cross bracing across here
And
to
then
keep this structure rigid so that we can then take it off, weld it out.
And then we
weird
can do an
things in the
access or
structure.
something.
That's what we want to talk about, the interior flooring and layout. If you want to keep it the glass floor with the access panels, and we can put Raptor deck down on top of that, it's fine. And we can just put bolt-in tie bars across to take it out, essentially. And then we can just glue that back down and bolt the perimeter of our deck down in.
It sure helps the design team to be able to sit together and look at the same thing at the same time.
You're wanting the
Yeah,
bottom
that's
to
not
the-
as far as we can, is it? Can we go like out to here? Well,
Yeah.
we'll look at that. We'll look
have
at
a
that
look
after
and
as
see.
well. Just
because you're wanting to pull that into the interior of the pod. Along here, you were talking
saw
about
that, yeah.
potentially like doing like a step, or we could have like a rail go out like that.
Yeah.
That you can always like tie up.
That can be a
stuff,
bolt-in
right? Like what
attachment.
you were talking
this is
about.
down at the bottom.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's up here. Of course, it's one thing to see these designs on a computer screen, but it's another thing to see it turn into an actual boat. So yeah, the grab rail should be kind of at a 90 almost.
Yeah, we
it's
actually
not-
45 it, so the grab handles kind of come out diagonal to keep it high as possible.
I just want to make sure it's not too tall. This is solid and this is great. The water can run in, that can just be lifted and removed. Like I could get that plastic fiberglass grate made, or I'm just thinking out.
No, I see what you're saying.
And then, because we
Yeah.
still have to take the 4-inch pipe through the pod.
fit it in kind of right here, because we're not going to build the pod out to the.
I think we are.
It could come off of that and then come up and then over. If you want to change height, it can just come out and up.
We popped out onto the shop floor to get some context for one of Jevon's ideas.
It was 6'10" on the OG drawing, and then we took 6 inches off of that.
We're 81, we're at 6'9".
In the aft.
Space on a boat of any size is always at a premium. A few inches here or there can make a huge difference on customer experience and utility on a boat like this.
Probably having like a solid floor.
We actually need more
It's going to
from
be
there.
better.
What's that from the top chair to here? You know what I mean? If I measure out from here.
20.
So that's, if we go 28 inches, we need 3 steps out of that. So there's 7-inch steps.
But they don't have to be deep, you can, it's a boat,
Yeah, I know.
it's not a house.
Yeah. Flow of where you're going.
I might get kicked out.
Yeah.
I feel very comfortable with where we ended up in the design. I have confidence that the team here is not only capable, but very invested in the decisions we've made.
Okay, so we don't have
Can
to
I
worry about this
propose
so much,
6'3"?
but we are going to design it
Done.
as a step-up cockpit, and then the handrails will come and tie into.
Yeah.
So you have like a.
And you just like, you have somewhere to grab here
Totally.
and the back of the cab.
You're gonna come up here and
Yeah,
you're
we'll
gonna
have-
sit.
here.
we'll
You're gonna have the
rail on
handrail on the top of the cabin. You're gonna have the handrail back here as you come up into this deck.
On that side, you can have maybe a vertical rail
And-
on the back of the cabin.
And
It
we're
makes
gonna,
the overhang a bit.
but then that can go all the way over to the bulkhead.
You could even elevate the box and leave it open.
Yeah.
underneath.
So we'll just have to do one flooring with a return bend on that to go across to make our cabin walls gonna live, right?
Yeah.
Of course, all of these decisions had dates and costs attached to them. This is it. The boat build is beginning right now. We're in the shop and we're just doing the last minute decisions. So we talked about the mounting of the cab. After that, we were going through the exit on like of the back door and how we're going to step up and have some seats on the side. Right now, we're just working on the pod, trying to get the width. We've got the whole team here. And we're having an absolute blast of an afternoon. Checking out some of the final details. Okay, what's our decision on the back?
We're gonna pack up the pod.
That runs through the pod.
Okay,
Yeah. And then on the back of the pod, through the scupper, you're gonna have the socks
okay.
that you can pull up and lock out on the deck, so that it'll be sealed. And then when you want them, you open it up and let them fly.
Yeah. These early steps gave me great confidence in the team here at JR Marine. Please remember to like and subscribe